Hi, you're welcome to is Defire Music Education Academy. Today, we'll be talking on an important topic, which is a beginner's lesson to music, lesson one. Beginner lesson to music, lesson one. Very simple. We'll just be talking about some few aspects to music because it's very important that before you learn music as a beginner, then you have to come to a certain sense. Let me put it that way. You have to bring your mind, your spirit, your soul, your body to a certain sense, which is very important, because if you have not come to that certain sense, you'll not be able to exploit everything in music. You'll not be able to go far in music. You'll not be able to produce what you desire or what you want to in music. So that is why I am here today to give you this guide. I said this is what the beginner's lesson to music. So the first thing that you have to understand, you need to understand what is music all about. Yes. So you as a beginner, you need to understand what music is all about. Remember, music is not you coming with pen, begins to write down notes, chords, or begins to put talking about the grand jazz. They're talking about how you calling this other one. So many things, because music is very broad. So the first thing you have to understand is, what do you know? What can you tell about music? You say you want to learn music, so what is this music all about? It's very important. What is this music all about? So what is music all about? So we say that music is one of the most universal and what ancient forms of human expression. Music is one of the most universal and ancient form of human expression, transcending culture. Yes, transcending culture, linguistics, and geographical boundaries. So if you want to look in the world, one of those things that brings, in short, it is very influential. I love this word, influential. One of those things that is very influential in the world today is music. Comes to culture, even back then, traditions, people will be using music to communicate to deities, to any other things. So people use music to give information. People use music to do what? To express themselves. Because to some people, they find it so difficult to come to you, to have this chat with you. But when music is involved, they have this, how can I put it? They are very free to express themselves to you. So see, this is a guide. Remember, I'm talking about what? Lesson number one, guide to what? To music. So it's very important. Where it begins to bring yourself to that notion that music is what? One of the most universal and ancient forms of human expression. Then you'll be able to express yourself, because people express themselves using music. You use music to password communications. Use music to password communication. So music is very vital in the community. In that place where you are, I don't know if you're a beginner, if you're intermediate, or if you are already a professional. You can bear with me that music is very important when it comes to the society. It's very important, because it heals so many broken hearts, and then it gives hopes to those who are hopeless. So music is important. It's very important. So now, what can we say concerning music? That is just a brief introduction about music. Yes. And we say this music gives what? And we say music do what? They use it in several places. So they use music in several places. They use music to give in what? We're talks about occasions. like celebrations, storytelling. There are celebrations, storytelling, rituals. Don't forget that one. Rituals, they use music. I will not lie to you. Before, rituals, they use music. Even if you want to do 1 or 2 rituals, music is involved. There is a certain style they will take. There is a certain posture. There is a certain sound that we will be making. All of those things involve what? Music. All of those things is related to what? To music. That is music. Maybe to others, they'll have to blow a certain flute or recorder. Maybe to others, they'll have to do what? Enchantment. When I talk about enchantment, chant, all of those things, that is music. That is music. The whole sector there is music. So they use music to several occasions. To celebrations, maybe you have a marriage ceremony. Boom, music has to be there. Because music brings this life. Music brings this life. So music has to be there. So as a beginner, as you're stepping into music, you need to understand these key factors. It is very, very vital that you know that music has been what? Has been that universal and ancient forms of human expression. Remember, he said ancient form of what? Human expression. Human expression is very, very important. Because when you understand this factor, I'm telling you, when you are sad, remember, when you are sad, you express it using music. When you are happy, you express it using music. When you're just moody, or maybe you use music. You use music. And the one thing about it is the definition of music is really, really critical. I mean, it's really, really it's awesome. I would like to. It's awesome. Definition about music. So as you're stepping in to what? To music, you have to understand this. That music talks about it doesn't talk about just your let me just say you playing the keyboard, you being behind the mic. No, music is far beyond that. It's far beyond what you think. Because why? Music is what? A form which music is older than you. Music is older than you. I'm telling you, music is older than you. Remember what it says? It is an ancient form of human expression. What? An ancient form of human expression. So you that you are coming to the sense now, therefore means you are just coming to, how can I put it? You are just replicating what others have been doing. And for you to do that, you need to understand what others have been doing. So what is that thing that others have been doing? They have been doing while using music to express themselves. So you have to understand that. So if you do not know this as a beginner, when you're coming into music, why I'll be telling you some other things into my next videos. But before that, you have to subscribe and you have to like and share this. It's very, very important. So if you have not, I believe you have gotten an insight, a little insight of music, that you use it to express yourself. Express yourself. That's why maybe somebody wants to give out a certain information, the person have to put music. Maybe there is a certain sound that has to be at the background. That is music. That is music. Gives a certain posture. So it's very, very important. So across culture, so music has been used across what? Cultures, across what? Ages. So across cultures, so music cut across cultures. Across cultures. So you have to understand that. Once you understand that music is far beyond you playing or doing the keyboard, or maybe you being behind the mic, then you see so many creativity will comes in. Because music is so much of what? Creativity. See, music is so much on creativity. The moment you put yourself into music, you'll be very creative when it comes to music. Very, very creative. So music is far beyond what you're thinking. So when you're stepping now into music as a beginner, Therefore means you have to be what? You have to be broad. Remember, you have to be broad. You don't have to be only in the back. You have to think out of the back. How you can bring this together in order to form this thing, in order to produce this sound. Because music is very broad. So because music is broad, so you have to be broad. You have to be broad. It's very, very important as a beginner. It's very, very important as a beginner. It's very, very important as a beginner. Especially you as a parent, you want your son or your daughter to learn music. This video is very good for that person to understand just a little introduction about music, to understand what he or she is about to step into. It's not just a mere thing that because people love it or people just have this passion for it. No, it's far beyond your passion. Music is far beyond your passion. Music is far beyond your love. Music is far beyond your passion. It's far beyond your love. So this is what lesson number 1 for a beginner. So it's just a guide to music. Lesson number 1. So in my next video, we'll be talking about the definition of music. What makes music a music? Because it's very important. What makes music a music? So people are very, very like, what makes music a music? How? I don't really know. Yes. So there are some things when you listen, it's not music. Because music has what it makes it to be music. So it's very, very important that you subscribe to this channel, because there's so much that we'll be talking on and we'll be discussing on when concern music. When I talk about music, I'm talking about instrument, singing, so you can just everything about music. Everything about music is very, very important. It's important for us to know that, and it's important for us to know that. Thank you. So thank you very much for your time, your effort, but make sure that you click the subscribe button and like and share to your loved ones, to those that have passion, desire to learn what? Music. Come to this channel. I will give you every update on how you can go to your step-to-step day training of music as a beginner. And I'll open you up to so many things that will ease your learning as a beginner. So thank you. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. Stay blessed.